It is a beautiful day here in the Spanish capital ahead of the Champions League. But away from the final, let's get some transfer talk with Gab and Robbo. Let's start with Mario Gerza to Arsenal.
Yeah, I don't quite get this one. Obviously, he's certainly relaunched his career since going back to Borussia Dortmund. There's a couple contractual issues, but Arsenal don't really need another attacking midfielder when you've got Mkhitaryan and Mesut Ozil locked in for a very long time.
Yep.
You've got two pretty versatile strikers in Aubameyang and Lacazette. You've got Alex Iwobi. Where does Super Mario fit in?
Nowhere.
Nowhere.
I mean, he's, as Gab said, Arsenal have got all the attacking players. That's not their problem. They don't need another player that can play in behind the front players. It's a no.
Okay then. Bruno Fernandes, meanwhile, to City or United.
When you get those like City or United type things,
Yep.
you know that this is an agent pushing his wares. And
Okay.
I think you're talking about a very gifted player, a player who's still, I think, a little bit raw, but gives you work rate defensively and is two-way. I don't know. I don't know that. I mean, maybe if Leroy Sané moves on from City, you could see that. But is he really a City-type player?
I don't think so. I don't think he's quite up to that level yet.
No.
He's a good, and Gab said, or hard worker. He'll get up and down. He's a dynamic midfield player, but he's not quite the player that I could see Pep Guardiola going for at the moment, or Manchester United at the moment.
Another one that's been linked to Manchester City or Manchester United, Harry Maguire.
So the Maguire links to Manchester City are pretty strong. If you were to talk to our colleague, ESPN senior writer Mark Ogden,
Is he more senior than you?
He's extremely senior. He'll tell you that he is the priority for Manchester City. There's no question. I think Manchester City need another central defender. We went through that in our keeper dump. It's not just because Vincent Kompany's moving on. It's also because Nicolas Otamendi is nearing the end of his contract, and he's certainly signaled his intention to perhaps move on elsewhere. There seems to be an impetus for City to attract more English players. I don't know that he would have an instant impact, but he certainly is. I think is a Guardiola type. No,
Absolutely. I mean, if you want the best footballing centre half in the country, in England,
right,
it's Harry Maguire.
Oh wow, you rate him that high?
It's not just his passing. He knows when to come out with the ball. Good centre halves don't just play out from the back. They come out with the ball from that when space arrives from them, and that's what Harry Maguire does. John Stones, for as much as Pep Guardiola is saying what a great player he can be, he's not going to be that great player. No. Harry Maguire is a better player than John Stones, and I think he'd be a perfect fit for Manchester City.
What about our good old friend Paul Pogba to come here to Madrid to don the white of Real?
I mean, I think Real Madrid could use another player in the midfield. If you look at the age profile of Luka Modric, his contractual situation, you could the fact that Toni Kroos isn't getting any younger. Some of these kids like Valverde, for example, like Dani Ceballos, there's still question marks. I think it'd be a tremendous fit. I think it'd be an opportunity for United to cash in. I think Pogba would go, but I don't think he's going to cause a stink to make a move. And I also think, as far as Real Madrid are concerned right now, they have other priorities, sorting out the situation at the back, and obviously looking to bring in Hazard and try to move on Gareth Bale.
It would be perfect all round. It'd be perfect for Paul Pogba. I think it'd be perfect for Real Madrid. And at Manchester United, we haven't seen the best of him.
No.
There's something not quite right at Manchester United with him. I saw him at Juventus for years where he was absolutely outstanding. There wasn't one thing he couldn't do in that midfield position, whether it be attacking, whether it be defending, heading the ball. He hasn't done that at Manchester United. There must be a reason why. He can't quite put your finger on it, but I think it'd be a great move for all three.
Final one, Giovani Celso going to Tottenham Hotspur.
So Giovani Celso is an interesting one because obviously Paris Saint-Germain, they loved him there. They never wanted to sell him or move him on. They had to because of financial fair play. And yes, you knew I was going to get that into every segment. And he's really blossomed as they predicted. I think the thinking from Tottenham's perspective is that he's kind of an insurance policy against Christian Eriksen. If Eriksen goes, he's a plan B. Obviously, not identical players, but I think, I don't know if you agree, Stewart, but he would bring some of the same creativity and some of the ability to pick out a pass.
And he can also go past people probably better than Eriksen. He's got a bit more athleticism. He's a good passer of the ball, but you can't have too many of those players in the side. So if Eriksen stays, it'd be difficult for him to come in.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Plenty more transfer talk throughout the week. And, of course, we continue our countdown to the Champions League final here in Spain.